Harder to get a lot of kids to talk these days, and when you got a guy who talks on the defensive end and really just a great communicator, that's huge.
They were playing music yesterday during the open practices, and you could hear him say, "Can they turn that off?" I think he just wanted to hear himself talk more. I was like, man, I connect with that. I feel you.
Opportunity for the Crimson. On the tap back by Okpara. Watson in the post.
Most part getting what they want. Turnover there.
Silverstein the clean interception. Nelson
and the Quakers for the 249th time in this rivalry. A turnover right away and a foul. The jump shooter chance to land. I'm not sure that happened there. And Toussaint downhill.
Early as Bedry makes that reverse pivot. Brown on the attack, gets it! Likely crossing paths during their high school tenure. 4-point lead for Penn. Tavrov left alone. Brown pulls up, gets it blocked again by Monroe.
Nano dribbles up the left side of the floor, takes it right to the basket, has his shot blocked from Wojcik again, gets it to Nana at the right elbow. Handed to Dan Friday. Friday's been out a few games with a groin injury, loses the handle, goes to the floor.
He might have a little greener light than he would otherwise, but I wouldn't say there was anybody holding Jonah Charles back shooting the ball. He gets him, he gets it in the air.
6 seconds to shoot for LaSalle. Dump down low. Martz gets his hand.
Capable three-point shooter. I like seeing him get into that mid-range right there.
For Thrower, that's just his third field goal as a Quaker. 2 of 7. Like you said, doesn't get many shots up. Brantley gets his shot. Pass inside. It's stolen away by Reynolds. Eric Reynolds the second. In transition with Monroe on him. Gets it! Lead of overtime. Reynolds with Monroe on him. Reynolds has 23, pulls up from the elbow, blocked by Monroe.
Into the equation.
Speaking of a veteran, that's Owens, who just had his best day as a blue hen, blocked from behind by Monroe.
On the offensive glass, stick back, now 6 points. He's looking shooterish.
Davis works his way in, has it.
Last second, drops it off the Dingles, able to finish with the right hand.
Richardson lays it off for Woodward. Big size advantage over Monroe. Muscles his way in. Monroe playing him pretty well. Gets the block.
6-point lead after Missouri, if you're joining us late, began this game on a 12-0 run. Hit their first 5 3-pointers.
Got great vision, and you see how he delivers the ball in interesting angles. Throws past a lot of guys wouldn't throw. Heads up for Dingle!
Defense for a couple possessions.
Outside of Awoma, what else do they need to do? Monroe slip into the back.
coaching staff tells us we expect him to get his points, but the question is, how can you slow him down? As you look at our officiating crew tonight on the baseline.
Not many offensive rebound chances for Yale. And there's another one for Penn.
Any of its top 4 scorers in the game. The only starter in is this guy. Monroe gets the steal. It's showtime! Thought he was fouled, no call, and Penn comes back the other way. A Dingle 3. Got 4 of their 6 Ivy League losses by 4 points or less. Slackert's back in with the 4 fouls for Penn. Monroe on another
couple possessions. Spinoso directing traffic. He wants it to go to Monroe so the pass can come into him. Instead, Monroe jumps up. Dingle. Offensive follow. Martz caught underneath the hoop. Puts it up. Monroe tips. Dingle inside Spinoso. Put back up and in on the backboard. And here's Monroe out the other way. Slackert ahead of the pack. Catches it. Mannon muscles his way in on Monroe. And another big rebound for Monroe.
That's a good take by Mannon, and Monroe does a good job of forcing him away. He wants to go to the basket. Monroe forces him to go away.
Smith. Both teams being the 1-1. Next fouls. Nice dump inside. And full court pressure. Brown turning back here. Runs into Dingle and Monroe, who rips it away. Monroe stuffs it as well. Brown pulls up. Gets it blocked again by Monroe. Slackert ahead of the pack, looking to finish.
Dingle controls the loose ball. Slackert, pull up, triple, around and out. Monroe on the offensive glass. Big size advantage here against Mahoney, and Monroe breaks.
Put up shots and try to get some buckets on the board.
Here's Martz for Spinoso. The big man at 6'9", trying to get around Jarvis. Good backdoor pass. And
you might want to test that a little bit, because right now Awoma is having his way.
Monroe working on Awoma down low. Monroe puts it up with a left, and it rolls in. Who's 0 for 78?
Bill Simmons 0 for 79, I think it was. I got 2. I'd throw Brian Earl in there, too, and my nephew.
Rebounding for Spinoso. Slackert. Backdoor look, and Monroe. Dingle leaves inside. Lorca Lloyd. Good rotation for Princeton. Monroe able to.
Ball's deflected away by Cornell. Watson hits the deck in the front court as Charles will throw it off to Monroe. Monroe inside, number 2 rebounder. He is one of the glue players for this Steve Donahue team, and Monroe will get it down low. Beautiful pass.
This is on assisted baskets.
Josh Baldwin, the freshman, number 24, into the game as Penn pushes it hard. Rebound, kick out Dolan, lines it up. That one is too hard. Rebound in traffic for Lucas Monroe. Throws it ahead to Slacker. Dolan wise.
And with a reputation of just being a great defensive team, Penn, on the other hand, their strength has been on the offensive end of the floor.
Monroe finds Dingle
by the officials.
Spinoso puts it on the deck. Needs some help here. Monroe gives it to it. 10 seconds to shoot. Back cut. Charles.
It's one that's in his hands and gets away.
Dingle back on the attack. Monroe sees 3.
And every year that he's been here, he was better last year, and he's even better this year because he can also go inside and muscle you to death too. And during a game and say, "What's happened once in my life?" Say that guy's really good. That's what the referee said about Tim.
I'll be over that soon, Joe. I don't know how you miss it by that much, but that's what happened. Penn underneath. I think it was Monroe or Charles that showed up and just got in Joseph's line of vision.
Charles, another one in the air. And this.
Power dribble to his right, sets himself, lets Martz go flying by.
Dingle leaves inside for Monroe. Nice.
In the air.
Spinoso with a big size mismatch down low. Monroe leaves it off inside. And the
Clark Slackert. His quick hands, we talked about so often the 50-50 balls, and what a high ball run out.
Penn by one, inside out, Dingle, nice look inside, Monroe.
And Reynolds hadn't gotten going yet. He certainly has here in the second half. Ultra confident.
Monroe steps through, and a foul.
This was looking shooterish until Spinoso closed out. And Asamoah, nice mid-range 15-footer.
Backdoor cut, Monroe, 2 easy. Begin this half.
So 4 Penn players with 2 fouls. Keep an eye on that.
Monroe lays it off inside, Martz. Slackert gets it up in the air. Monroe puts it up.
To manage.
Martz posting down low, has McCoy on him. Martz had Spinoso low. Monroe finds him again, reverse. Has Ray switched on to him. Monroe, jump stop, leaves it for Dingle, who goes up.
Little position.
Spinoso wanted McCoy on him. This is the first time he's gotten it. Monroe seals.
Gets to that baseline with the left hand, comes back with the right. Tough finish in traffic.
Martz, gotta have it. 6 to shoot for Monroe. Driving in. Puts it up over a smaller defense. Now Slackert back into the game. Mike Moshkovitz getting his first action. Monroe draws. Monroe gets the green light. Try.
Monroe over the midcourt stripe, 16:30 to go, first half. Monroe splits 2, goes all the way to
Monroe drives and kicks. There's a
rebound, but he kept that play alive, and a great finish by Noah Carter.
That's his 3rd rebound. Smith, an open 3. He not
defensively, not gambling. It's all these details that are going to be teachable moments for Dennis Gates.
Monroe drives, contested, still finds Slack.